Shalom.
Shalom.
Giving all praises, all glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to all you Akim out there preaching this truth throughout the four corners of the earth with truth and sincerity in your hearts and for the love of the gospel. All right, I'm the brother Shamariah with the Great Millstone branch, Gary, Indiana, doing another live show. All right. We good?
Yeah, we're straight.
Okay. Without further ado, we're going to get right into it. With the Psalm of David, 18 and 30.
You want to read it?
Go ahead.
Okay. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 18, verse 30. It says, "As for the Most High, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all those that trust in him."
Right.
For who is the Most High, or who is the power, save the Lord?
Let me get the word buckler real quick. He is a buckler to all those that trust in him. It's 8 and 30.
Yep.
I got it for you.
Yeah, read it for me.
It goes into shield, buckler, shield, buckler. In the Strong's definition, it goes into a protector.
Defense, yeah. A protector, a defense. All right, and the Lord gave us promises that He was going to come for His people, right? His men. You know, hopefully we be that number. You know, if we just have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because the Scripture says, "What without faith it is impossible to please Him."
Mm-hmm.
So we must fight, right? Fight that we must have faith, because the Scripture says the triangle of your faith the triangle of your patience work of faith, right? So we understand we got to go through afflictions, tribulations, all right, and anguish in order to strengthen our faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, or else Satan can overtake us. You know, we have to be like David will say, we have to be like that. Go ahead, keep on going. What 31 say?
It says, "For who is the Most High, save the Lord, or who is a rock, save our power."
See, who is a rock save our power, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that rock is that foundation. You know, if we believe on that rock, we're going to be like that tree that's planted by the waters,
Mm-hmm.
or that house that's built on the rock. You know, that rock is not going to get destroyed or swayed with the oncoming destruction that's coming. You know, that rock is going to be solidified. You know, stabilized.
You read the definition for buckler. What did it say?
Buckler, shield. Let me see.
It says shield, armor, defense.
That's beautiful. So I get Isaiah. Shit. This is like the same as bulwark. I get it. Go ahead.
All right,
Read
it says figuratively. Read the figuratively. Go ahead.
Okay, my bad. I was going to
No,
No, I got it, brother. I got
Let me
it.
get
Go
the
ahead. Yeah.
figuratively. Strong's definition for buckler is a shield, small, a little. Figuratively, a protector. Also, the scaly hide of a crocodile. But this, in this sense, is a protector.
Protector. Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's what the hide, the crocodile hide is.
A protector. Yeah.
Yeah.
A wall of
Yeah.
protection.
A
Yeah.
wall.
And the Lord is likened to all of those things. The Lord is likened to what? Clothes. We shall put on righteousness
Yep,
and
yep.
raiment. We put the breastplate of righteousness on. The Lord is our protector. He's our shield, that tower.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's going to come for us during perilous times.
I got some.
Okay.
It's Isaiah 26:1. He said, "In that day shall this song be sung in the land of Judah. We have a strong city. Salvation will the power appoint for walls of bulwarks." And I looked up bulwarks.
I got that NLT for you too.
Come on, brother. It says, rampart, a fortress, wall. Rampart, fortress.
Fortress.
Yep.
You know, not easily. Something that is hard for something or anything to get into.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
That's why the Scripture says, what is this? I think it's Corinthians. It talks about I'm gonna just get it. I can't quote it. The weapons of our warfare.
Oh yeah, kind of.
but mighty through the pulling down of strongholds, man.
Mhm.
You know, because that stronghold is that impenetrable fortress, which is Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, and we have to keep that faith intact to access that power.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you ain't got nothing else, you keep going in that song.
Oh, if I may, because the tower is really not physical now.
Yeah.
You know, that tower is spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that tower, you know, is this word. You see, because this word is really what set on high.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And everybody can't grasp this tower, man. Our enemies try to cling on to it or whatever, as if it was theirs. But hey, the Lord is protecting us.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From our enemies, man. You know, by revealing this truth only to a certain amount of men. You see?
Yeah. You can't even penetrate it with no deceivable like he do with this kingdom. In this kingdom, everything is deceivable with deceivableness. You know, he can bullshit his way or with all his little enchantments and all that shit. His propaganda. But he can't do that with the that's why they try to shut us down, because they know it's spiritual.
Yeah, this truth is impenetrable.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
see
right.
what I'm saying? You can't penetrate it, man. You know?
You got that in the NLT?
Yeah, I got you.
Then we go back to the Psalms.
Isaiah 26:1 in the NLT. It says, "In that day, everyone in the land of Judah will sing this song. Our city is strong.
Mm-hmm.
We are surrounded by the walls of the Most High salvation."
Surrounded by the walls, man.
Go and read too.
It says, "Open the gates to all who are righteous. Allow the faithful to enter."
Yeah, because so if you ain't righteous, hey, ain't no, you can't get in it. Go ahead,
If
bro.
I made a good example of that, if you ever seen Percy Jackson, the movie, or even the TV show, it's a camp called Camp Half Blood, and they have a visible wall that you can't get in if you have any type of deceit.
Yeah,
You can't get in if you're any wicked,
yeah,
or if you're pretty much a human. So it's
Yeah.
the same thing for us spiritually. If you're
Yeah.
not a part of that number,
yeah.
or if you're not righteous, you're not gonna be able to get into that what's
Yeah.
it called, that foundation.
Yeah, well, why? Because Yahweh Shai is right there
Mhm.
at the door.
Yeah, man.
You see what I'm saying?
Ooh,
He said,
yeah.
he said he at the door as
What
a
they say?
porter.
He at the door trying. Damn, you said that it triggered something. I didn't get it all though.
Yeah, he's guarding.
He's at the door. What? He's
Pull
at
it
the
up,
door.
at the door of that person.
You talking about Revelations? I stand at the door and knock.
Nah, trying the good and the wicked. Something. So, I didn't get it all.
I'm at the door. I'm at the door. Like when Yahweh Shai is likened unto the door. You know, as a porter. You know? Yeah, Yahweh Shai is right there.
Yeah, brother.
The gatekeeper.
That's
The
John
gatekeeper.
10.
John,
John 10.
yes.
What he getting?
You know?
John 10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try something.
You gotta read more, like a little more.
Close up, bro.
Okay, come on.
Let's get back to that rock. It says in the NLT verse 3,
Just make sure.
Isaiah 26:3, you would keep, it says, you would keep in perfect peace all who trust in you, all whose thoughts are fixed on you. It says, trust in the Lord always, for the Lord power is the eternal rock.
Yeah. Lord power is the turn of rock. Like we was going into that fortress, right? You know, you look at a fortress, man, it's usually, you know, embedded inside of a mountain. You see what I'm saying? Or surrounded by walls of stone, whatever, where it's pretty much hard for the enemy to, you know, to penetrate, man. You know?
And if I may, in the KJV, I will read verse 4. It says, trust ye in the Lord forever, for in the Lord, it says Jehovah. We know the name of the Lord is Yahweh. Is an everlasting strip, showing that name is important as well. You know, you have to. That's another part of entering in. You have to know that name.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, you have to sincerely believe in that name as well.
Yeah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
You know, there ain't no other name you're gonna be saved by. I know Jesus, you know, Yeshua, Yahweh. You know, that ain't gonna save you, man.
Yeah.
Cause there's a vibration that comes with that name.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, and that it's like remind me of these secret parties or something like that. It's it's a certain name that everybody not gonna know. It's like a code
It's an
name.
invitation.
Password.
Yeah, you know, right.
That's
It remind me of the movie
Eyes on shut.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide
You know,
Shut, yeah.
Fidelio. You know, it was that
Right.
name. You know.
Yeah.
And hey, what happened to Tom Hanks? He was singled out pretty much. Not Tom Hanks, but Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
You know, he was singled out. You know, and that's the Lord gonna single him out. Hey, your friend.
Where's your garment?
You know, where's your garment, man? You see what I'm saying? Because the Lord searches our inward parts, man. He knows who's who.
That's right.
You know, and you're gonna be exposed as a hypocrite that you are, and the Lord is gonna, you know, expose you, you know, and cast you out of the utter darkness,
That's right.
you know. Go ahead, y'all. What you got? You got that?
John 10. You got more than that?
That was
You got something about?
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
You get
Because
that
he
for
got
us.
it in the NLT. That's good.
You got it, you also.
John 10 and 9, it says, I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture.
Kind of. Read start at 8, but
7.
Start at 7.
Yeah.
Kinda.
He's a door. So even order for you to get into the straight gate, you gotta enter to and through him.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
You know, he's the way to life, to everlasting life. You know.
John 10 and 7. Then say Yahweh Shai unto them again, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep.
That's it.
All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers,
Thieves and robbers. Yeah.
Kind
but the sheep did not hear them.
Yeah, because they trying to, you know, climb up another way. What scripture? What verse was that?
That I just read,
Yeah.
verse 8.
Yeah, because I think verse 1 2
Yeah.
talks about somebody, you know,
I got
trying to climb up another way. Go ahead.
of.
Verse 1.
I got you.
Yeah.
John 10 and 1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door
Yeah.
into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way,
Yeah.
the same as a thief and a robber.
And we're going to be able to tell. Why? Because of them, you know, agreeing with this doctrine.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? The Lord is going to be able to tell. You know, He's going to put that spirit on His men to kind of, you know, tell as well too. You know, go ahead.
But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep.
Mm-hmm.
To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his
The
voice.
sheep hear His voice, and that shepherd is Yahweh Shai. You know, I think that's a parable. I believe, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that's that parable, the good shepherd, man. You know, Yahweh Shai is really, you know, showing us the way to go, man.
That's right.
You know,
Hey,
What
what
do
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what a good shepherd does, he leads his sheep.
mm-hmm.
Like we read Psalms 23, he leads them to the green
Green
pastures,
pasture, yeah.
That's right.
where they're gonna be eaten, nourished, and also his job is to protect the sheep
That's it, yeah.
from what? Wolves,
Yep.
you know, bears, lions,
Yeah, it's gonna go into that too.
Poachers.
Vultures,
yeah.
yeah.
You know?
That's it.
But he said all that came before him was what? Thieves and lies. They led the sheep to what? To the
To the slaughter.
To the slaughter.
That's it.
Yep.
Like a good example, you know, that nigga Michael Luther King, who was real name.
Mm-hmm.
Michael, yeah.
Yeah, they call him Martin, but
Martin,
you know, he
Martin.
was lead. Well, he even said out his own mouth, "I led my people to
Burn the house.
Because yeah.
Yeah.
They realized at the end, you know,
Mighty
it was-
man.
not just him, the Black Panther movement,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Malcolm X,
That's it.
you know, all them. They was leading our people down the wrong path.
That's it.
And that's why Lord said, "What I set forth the apostles last." You know, the true leaders is gonna lead only the elect to the right path. You know.
That's kind of spiritual too, because he said us last, and we at the last end of the days, we the last. Ain't no more after us. That's
Yeah.
it.
Because after 07, when the apostles really hit the tube, the
Yeah.
YouTube, there was really no more leaders left.
No, that was it.
It was only like Kaya said yesterday. He said they turned all the leaders into athletes and
Mhm.
celebrities.
Yep.
All the
Exactly.
role models were celebrities and athletes.
Yeah, and it was beautiful they did that because, even though he wasn't a fucking leader, but they tried, you know how they try to make Obama and shit.
Oh,
man,
Obama.
but
Yeah.
even and so you know, because we came, we trumped that because he came and did his two terms,
Yeah.
and then shit come out of that. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it came out that he fucking harmed the people more than he did good.
Yeah.
You know?
But the Babylonians love him because he legalized the moles and the schmoes
Yep.
together.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Mo.
The M and the O's.
Right,
Go
bro.
ahead.
Yeah, that's a new one. Yeah, the him and the O's.
The M and the O's coming together. Go ahead. You got more?
Well, you want me to keep going in this John 3? Well, John 10?
You left off at 5,
4.
6. I'll keep on going.
John 10 and 4. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know his voice. There's a lot of camps preaching similar doctrines, but it's the 100% truth. You know, and if you're missing a little piece of that truth, man, then you ain't hearing the Lord's voice. If you're preaching everything but the name, you're preaching everything but this or everything but the MOTB, hey man, you know you're not one of the sheep. So if you got everybody saying, oh, they not the sheep, oh, they not the sheep, they are the sheep, we all gonna see at the end when the Lord comes back, and we're gonna see who gets delivered and who doesn't. Then it's gonna be revealed who his true worshipers were. You know.
See, because the Lord gave us that discernment that we just spoke of, you know, those other camps that is not teaching 100%, we're always going to be a little bit skeptical in our mind, you know what I mean, as to what they're saying and what they are saying is really true. You know, because we're not, like I said, we're not going to listen to a voice of another. You know, we're gonna listen to that 100% word that the Most High has for us to hear, man.
Yep.
Hey, to wake us up, you know, from you know, all the madness and philosophy that's taught in this world, man. You know, hey, we're gonna listen to the true prophets, man. You know.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, precept.
Yes, sir. Back up, Kana. 1 John 4 and 1 says, "Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit whether they are of the power."
That's right.
Because we're gonna see, they might be teaching some stuff that's all right, but then you know you hear something else that they're saying, and it's like, man, that don't quite make sense though.
Yep.
You know,
It's not
and that's
measuring up.
that discernment that the Lord gave us.
If I may, another aspect of it is you have those camps. Yeah, they may teach in one part of it, but you be sitting there thinking, okay, all y'all ever do is get on people.
Yeah.
Ain't it more to the scripture than just this?
Yeah. And nothing prophetic. I mean, all this shit going on.
Nothing
Nothing.
prophetic.
Never going to news articles.
Never,
Nothing.
bro.
Just man, bro.
Yep.
Just dead.
Continuing on, it says, actually, I'll read from the top. "Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of Yahweh, because many false prophets are gone out into the world."
That's cool. That goes into that scripture where it says Isaiah 1 and 18. It says, "Come now, come here, and let us reason together." Reason means what? Reprove. Now tell us what you do, so we can show you how to serve the Lord directly and correctly, right? But these people don't want to hear. That's why I said in Revelation 11 and 1, measure the temple, you know, of the Most High. So I saw a reed like unto a rod, and I measured the temple. He was measuring the people, them that be righteous and them that be not, and them that be wicked. You know.
Because if I may, when you watch Great Millstone videos, you see videos going to prophecies. That's one, and also you see videos going to brothers, you know, pretty much self-examining conduct, bringing themselves together, man. And that's the two videos you see. You know, rebuke video. Of course, you see rebuke videos, which that's part of, you know, the correction videos. And you don't really see too many other type of videos,
Slander.
you know, slandering and all that,
Yeah.
man. You know,
I know it's gimmicks.
yeah.
You have more?
I could read. Yeah, I'll read 2 and 3, just to finish the point. It says, "Hereby know ye the spirit of Yahweh. Every spirit that confesseth that Yahweh Shah HaMashiach is come in the flesh is of Yahweh." Now we understand it's him coming in the flesh, but it's also that true 100% doctrine, man. Right? Teaching exactly what the Lord has pretty much proclaimed throughout the Old Testament, the New Testament, and the Apocrypha. A lot of people want to leave a lot of stuff out, so if they're leaving certain stuff out, hey, that right there is a red flag. You shouldn't be following those people, man. That's a false shepherd. Verse 3, it says, "In every spirit that confesseth not that Yahweh Shah Mashiach is come in the flesh is not of Yahweh. And this is the spirit of the anti-Hamashiach." You finna say something now?
Yeah, because you know, many of these people, you know, they don't believe in the true name of the Most High. Hey, you know, they deny His name. They don't believe the Lord as the word has said to believe in him. You know what I'm saying? So they don't believe that he, you know, like, they don't believe in his words.
Mhm.
You know, they don't believe the things that he said and the things that he said to do. They don't believe in the things he said to stay away from. You know?
They don't even believe like you got camps that preach against the miracles.
Yeah.
When the Lord said miracles are going to happen, it's going to take a miracle even to get the hell up out of here.
The miracle, we got the truth.
Yeah, that's a miracle. Yeah, like the brothers, it's a miracle we got the truth.
Mhm.
God.
And the fact that we even know we Israelites after all these years of being discontinued,
Mm-hmm.
that's a miracle right then in itself.
The Lord chose you. You could be a simple nigga, living like your neighbor. You know, that you live next door to. You could live just like him. But the Lord chose you to wake you up to this glorious gospel. But you finna get destroyed because of one itsy bitsy false doctrine, man. You know, one flaw out of 99%, you that 1% that you ain't got, and you get destroyed for that 1%, man.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah. And this truth is just truth is like a completion in life, man. It betters everything. You know, in every walk of your life. You know, if you got a job, it makes you better. At your job, it makes you better. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Like other people might look in and say, man, y'all so negative. Y'all no, well, you be negative to this world. You know what I'm saying? But we're positive to righteous things. You know, and it just make every aspect of your life, man, way better. You know, it seemed hard at the beginning, like the brothers going into like last week. Sophia hide herself from, you know what I'm saying? But when she reveals herself to you, man, bro, everything you have to do in life, man, if you go correctly, man, it runs smooth as shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't stress about shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But and the growing pains are actually they're worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes you deal with everything a lot better.
That's right.
You know, that's that perfect peace. Damn, I was in Isaiah. That's why. Go back to Isaiah 26, bro. 'Cause that's why I wanted to get 3, because he who gives peace, that perfect peace, comes from Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? Because he makes everything way better, man. You know, you having problems, whatever, man. It's you comfort yourself in the Word. You know what I'm saying? And that peace, that glorious peace come upon you, man. You can deal with anything.
That's what comes with that's what comes with the promise that Yahweh
Yeah.
Shah has given us, man.
Yeah.
Peace. You got it. You right.
Oh, which one?
That was I get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Go back to that Isaiah 26.
That's what that 26
Go down at I think we stopped at 2. I think.
I thought that 4. So NLT to 26.
No, yeah, 26 and it said perfect peace somewhere. I think.
Yeah, verse 3.
Yeah,
That's 3. Yeah, read that.
I read it. You read it in KJV or NLT?
Read both. Go ahead. Read
I'll read
it in the KJV first.
Isaiah 26:3 says, "Thou will keep him in perfect peace,
Mm-hmm.
whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee."
See, yeah. So our mind stayed on Yahweh Shah, man, and you can't deviate from that, because if Yahweh Shah said one thing, you can't go off from that and then expect to have peace. You know what I'm saying? Because really, Yahweh Shah got them niggas stuck on. That's why they can't go into prophecy or go into the articles and stuff like that, because the Lord has blinded them to that. They blinded to what's going on because they so stuck on just controversy and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They stuck on debating and all of that shit, man. Everything that's going on, bro, you can't. I mean, it's crazy, bro. These motherfuckers, the EU is going against Trump, bro. That's in the scriptures. How can you not see that? You know, but the Lord blinded it to him, man.
Man, bro, that's mighty.
Yeah, bro.
He's like, I don't think there would be no NATO.
Yeah, bro. This dude talking like, bro. I heard him talking about old girl that got shot. He's like, oh, she behaved herself. This bitch dead. This nigga like, oh, she behaved herself so badly. You know, it's her. She just this bitch dead, nigga. They didn't shoot out her tires. Bro, these motherfuckers,
He went
bro.
straight for the kill.
They just killed this chick. That people don't know the significance of that, bro. They killed this chick. You know, oh, she used her car as a weapon. Well, why you didn't shoot the tires out? I mean, goddamn. Road spikes. Anything. These motherfuckers killed this chick, bro. So if they did something like that, what the fuck do you think they about to do? This motherfucker's about to be relentless, man.
God.
Yeah, it's not. Trump knows what's best. You know, it's not mom or dad knows what's best. And it's not your favorite entertainer that knows what's best. It's the Most High that knows what's
That's
best.
right, bro. Shit.
You know, you had something.
I was gonna add to the point.
Related to that?
Yeah, I got a little more. Read the verse.
What's your
But that
point?
was in it because the point made said the perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, because that's the point, man. We, you know, even though it's going on, but like I said, we're honed in what's going on. You know,
That's the spirit.
we ain't fucking worried about. I mean, these niggas still on shit back in, like you said, back in 2000. We had the debate shit with polite, and we seen all these people fall. Here we are in 2026, bro, and these niggas still trying to talk about some debate. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Man, marching.
Nigga, and marching, bro.
Marching, bro.
Yeah, that was the point I was gonna make. To back up your point, you know,
God.
we scrutinize everything.
Yeah, brother.
I
Yeah,
got the definition for that.
and you're supposed to.
Kind
You know, but man, you know, you're in a new relationship, man. You hone in on everything. Baby, I don't like you wearing that. You shouldn't wear that. Blah blah. Hey, the kids. You own everything. Every little thing. You know, you scrutinize it because you want things to go a certain way. You should be scrutinizing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how things should go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you finna go buy a new car, you ain't just gonna go get that motherfucker five racks or 6 racks or whatever the car. You gonna be like, hold on, man, let me drive it to a mechanic. Can I drive it? You gonna put it on the highway? You gonna do everything? You ain't gonna just go. No, come on, man.
You gonna prove it.
Yeah, you gonna prove. Hey, prove. You gotta prove everything, man. The scripture say it. Prove all things.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah, that's exactly what scrutinize going to prove, and it says
Yeah.
to examine in detail with careful or critical attention.
Yep.
Study, investigate. It says to look at something really critically.
Mm-hmm.
And if I may, the true believer is going to have the mindset of the Church of Berea.
That's right.
You know, we ain't not going to just take everything for face value. You know, we're gonna actually go research and look it up for yourself. That's what the Lord wants you to do. The Lord, you know, the Lord wants you to build that relationship with Him.
Mm-hmm.
And that only His elect is all the ones who are going to have that mindset. You know, we can't ride another brother's coattail into the kingdom. Wow, you know, I'm in Great Millstone, so that don't guarantee you, you know, saying a ticket to the kingdom. You know, you got to actually build this relationship with the Lord, man. You got to get to know the Lord, you know?
You gotta get to know Him, man. And the only way to get to know Him is to study and read.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all building. We gotta build that rapport. You know, we gotta go through stuff, man. You know, that's the only way you can build camaraderie with somebody is to go through affliction with them.
Yeah.
Scripture said, "What a brother is born in adversity."
Mm-hmm.
And if Yahushua is our big brother, then we gotta go through things to trust on Him. You know what I'm saying? Because what I keep saying this, but it all goes back to that foundation, man. The foundation is laid. Yahushua came and laid the chief. You know, he's the chief cornerstone. Start from the corner. So we got to build on top of what he came and did. He died, so we got the mercy, and the blood covers us. You know. So now we got to build on that. You know, but in the end, when the fire comes, everything is going to be made manifest. What work you did while you had the time.
Let him say, we partaking in the sufferings of Mashiach.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's just say what the servant is not greater than his master.
That's right.
So if you really, you know, really love the Lord, you got to partake in His suffering as well. I remember it was a count. I think it was Peter, one of them, James and John. He said, surely you should drink of the cup yourself. Because one of them asked, like, well, Lord, I want to sit on your.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you know not what you asked for, but since you asked for it, you should surely drink of the cup.
There's that woman's son.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now we, you know, because now we got to surely drink of the cup. We got to partake in the suffering. That goes through what? Affliction, adversity, a persecution. You know, it's all part of this ministry. You know, you know, being lied on,
Mm-hmm.
you know, being betrayed. All these things is going to happen. Hey, it's going to happen to us, man. These times, man.
That's it.
And that's why, you know, the call like about Chanel Shop for the Lord send up righteous leadership to prepare our mind for those things. Because these other camps ain't preparing, they flock for that. Like the brother said, they marching. Esau put a sound wave on your ass. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You marching out your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on, bro. Like, no, the Lord's preparing His men for us to come, man.
Right.
You know, I don't know y'all watched that video with Elias Sharama did yesterday. Want to be unfaithful unto death, man.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you gotta prepare your mind that you may have to just die. Because it's really, you think about this life that we live is really, you know, it's not our life. We got to literally sacrifice our life to the Lord.
What we did already.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already did.
We did our shit.
You should have counted up that cost when you first came in.
Yeah,
You know, hey,
Yeah.
we did already, man. We practice dying every day.
every day.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
Shit, we what we're doing is treason. You know, it requires for us to put to death.
Yeah.
You know, but what the Lord told us we was gonna have to go through this anyway.
That's right.
Some of us gonna get put to death. Some of us gonna have to get thrown in prison.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, look at the apostles, man. They're an example. Hey, John, when he went to the Isle of Patmos, he was
Yep.
exiled.
Peter, when the gates flew open, they went to prison plenty of times.
That's it, man. You know, hey,
Paul was killed. Stone.
that's it. You know, so hey, how much more us?
You know, you got a precept.
But
This is hey bro, can you keep going there? You stopped at John 10:5. Keep going to 6 and you can stop at 10. But I had a precept real quick. This is the book of Matthew's 13 and 10. So 9. Matthew 13:9 says, "Who hath ears to hear, let him hear." And the disciples came and said unto him, "Why speakest thou unto them in parables?" And he answered and said unto them, "Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given." All right, so the Lord blessed our eyes to see what's coming down the pipeline. You know, because that's the mystery, right? Things that are not like plain to see. You know, mysterious, not knowing.
secrets.
You know, secrets. You know, things in the darkness that everybody can't see. We can see these things, so we must act on them. You know what I'm saying? Like if like how Edomites, let's say it's usually heathens, for example, they see what's coming down the pipe with their advisors or whatever, and they go and build bunkers, they store up food. So we got to do the same thing, but we got to store our riches in heaven.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
John.
Yeah, I got something to back you up.
Yeah,
I got a
makes
word
sense,
for you. The word esoteric, it says intended for or likely to be understood by only a small amount of people
That's my
with a specialized knowledge or interest.
specialized knowledge, man. We specialize in how to serve the Yahweh Shabbat Yahushua. And we can, and one way we continue to specialize in is by examining ourselves. You know, how can we do this better or that better? How can I be better? You know.
I got a precept for you.
Because,
Going to the mystery, 1 Corinthians 2:6, but the point is in 7, it said, "Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught. But we speak the wisdom of the Most High in a mystery, even hidden wisdom, which the Most High ordained before the world unto our glory."
That's right.
It's a hidden wisdom, because to the world, it's hidden. Although we prophesy openly, but only those who have an ear are only going to take heed. You know.
That was it, just like what I just brought up. You know, it's only intended for a small number of people.
Yeah.
You know, that's the remnant. You know, the hopeful elect.
Like what Esau does, he hides things in plain sight, and the Lord does that with us. We're like hidden in plain sight.
That's right.
Like people see us, but they don't see us.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And it's not like we're talking in code. We're speaking your language. It's just what we're saying you don't agree with.
Yeah.
And that's really how it's a secret, because the Lord has to open your understanding to get it. But Esau, he actually hides his hand from the masses, from the people.
Yeah.
You know, and he, like you said, he hides things in plain sight, but he purposely distracts you with all of these frequencies and these different colors and the psychology of the mind. He purposely distracts you so you wouldn't notice it. You know.
That goes into what you're saying too.
You got more?
Yeah, a little bit more.
What verse you at?
Verse 7, I'm going to read 8. It says, verse 8, 1 Corinthians 2:8, it says, "Which none of the prince of this world knew. For had they known it, they would have not crucified the Lord of glory. But as it is written, eyes have not seen, nor ears heard, neither have entered to the hearts of men the things which the Most High prepared for them that love him. But the Most High has revealed them unto us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searches for all things, yea, the deep things of the Most High." So it's really through the Spirit we got this truth, man. Not of our own wills, not our own wits. You know, the Lord predestined us before we even came on this earth. You know, before we even sat down right here at this moment, it was already predestined who's going to get this word. You know, that shows that it's not of our own wits. The Lord said, "You have not chosen me; I've chosen you."
Beautiful.
You know, so that's why nobody should glory. You know,
Yeah.
the Lord really just, you know,
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no room for
Cause
pride.
cause it's like a gift, man. You get a gift. You don't glory, and you didn't buy the gift. You basically thinking the person that got you the gift. Oh man, I'm a refrigerated person. You grateful. You ain't saying, oh man, yeah, I deserve this, nigga. You should have bought me this. You know, you'll be looking like, no, what the fuck? If I never
Give me
get
that
your
back.
ass nothing else.
They acting entitled.
Acting entitled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
I got something. It's Proverbs 30, verse 35. Verse 5. It says, every word of Most High is pure.
Mm-hmm.
He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. Add thou not unto his words, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar.
And then adding to his words is that the doctrines that people teaching, man. And all of these, everything that the Lord didn't say, or all of these ideas that you have, like, we're not gonna listen to this part of the book, or this part of the book is not authoritative, or this part of the book says this, or we don't think that that's the MOTB. We think this is the MOTB. That's adding to the word
And taking away.
and taking away. Go ahead.
Yeah, because man, people are adding all these lies in, and they're mistaking them to be, the words of the Most High, the words of the Yahweh, man. But Yahweh's not with all that corruption, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Yahweh's words are pure, as it said in here, man. And He's gonna reveal that, unto those that serve Him, man, and truly trust and believe in Him.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I could read a little more. Yeah, it says, 2 things have I required of thee, deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me.
God. Hey, give me just enough where I can make it on a chariot. That's why a good prayer to pray is, Lord, allow me to do your will.
Yep.
To really want nothing but to serve the How about Shem Yahushua and wisdom and the truth. Because everything else after that comes is secondary. It's really just secondary. That job you want, that car you want, that house you want. That's all secondary. And you pray the Lord for that very thing. I'm not the Lord, but sometimes the Lord will bless you with what you ask, just to let you know how meaningless and vain it is.
Yeah.
And bring you closer to Him. He'll make the very thing you wanted be a curse,
burden.
a burden.
It says, lest I be full, so entitled or proud.
Yeah.
Lest I be full and deny thee.
Yep.
And say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my God in vain.
God.
Pretty much, you so downtrodden to the point you just lost faith, and now you just like, fuck it, I'm in the world again.
Yeah. And then you so full that you just like Esau. Like, man, look at all I got. Who? You say, yeah, how? What? Like you said, what? You said, hey, you forget all about the Lord, man, because you in your heaven. Like, can you go back that? Can you go back to that 1 Corinthians 2?
Yeah, some more than two.
Start where you left off. And then you had one.
You kind of.
I left off. I can read 12.
Okay.
No, I left off. I'll read 11. It
Oh,
says.
let that get this precept.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
Okay. All
1
right.
Corinthians 2 and 11. It says, "For what man knoweth the things of man? He said, the spirit of man which is in him.
Okay.
Even so, the things of the Most High knoweth no man, but the Spirit of the Most High."
See, this is why we come out the scriptures, because we don't know what is it. Can you get the book of Isaiah when it says his ways are not our ways? Because we don't know what the Lord mind is. Only way we can know His mind is by what He gave us, and what he told His prophets to write down for us to read and to study. And then not only that, but we fact check it. We fact check it and we prove it. We fact check it and we prove it, and then we give it to the people, to the public, and publicize His word, publish it. That's the only way we know the mind of the Lord is by the Spirit. The things that He gave us. Go ahead.
Isaiah, you want this one first? Or that? Isaiah 55 and verse 8. It says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than yours, and my thoughts than your thoughts."
Exactly. So it says, "What for what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him." So every man know what he thinks, you know. But the Lord know what you think too. So the Lord is higher than man. So it's only right to read the scriptures and follow the spirit of the Lord, you know, and know what the Lord wants, know what the Lord thinks, know His plans, how to serve Him, you know. But everybody got their own way, like Korah, Mabber, and Dathan. Everybody got their own way they want to serve the Lord.
Like if I may, like death.
Like death.
Like coming to this truth.
Mhm.
The natural man look at death as, and in some cases, as a bad thing.
An end, yeah.
It's the end, but us in this truth now, we understand death and what death is. It's a spirit. I was just reading Wisdom of Solomon, the 4th chapter today, and I was going to how the Lord he'll take the righteous man, he'll put the righteous man to death to protect them from future danger.
Yeah.
It really is an act of mercy on the Lord, but people in the world look at it, why would he do that?
Yeah.
Like, no, the Lord protected him.
Yeah.
You know, how you go to, he told Hezekiah about that. I was an account. He said, I'm going to have you pretty much, you're going to go to sleep with your father, so you got to worry about when the Babylonians come in.
Okay. That's
Because
right.
he's the righteous, pretty much righteous. So, hey, the Lord, like you said, his ways ain't our ways. And now we come to the truth. Now we understand what death is. This ain't the end all be all. That's just one of many aspects you can point out.
Yeah. Because people have their own ways they think about things, but they don't take the time to find out how the Lord think about, different topics and different subjects.
Yeah. See, well, we got the mind of the Lord. We got the mind of Yahushua. So we consider His ways before everything else. And basically, when things happen in the world, what do we resort back to the truth.
That's right.
To really to break it down to them. When we go to when I go to funerals, I try to comfort people. I tell them, hey, look, absent from the body, present with the Lord. I was like, they're in a better place to see the world. Because if you think about how people grieve in the world, it's actually stupid. You've seen your mother in the hospital, all these goddamn tubes and taking all that fucking medicine, getting poked on, cut on, all that shit, and you want her to stay here to consider getting that done instead of her sleeping and being with the Lord.
Yeah.
The Lord love her more than you. But I want her back. You want her in that situation?
That's pride.
stupid. That's crazy.
Pride, bro.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead and get the next verse. Because the next verse explains it, bro.
Yeah, the ways of man is vain, man.
Yeah, bro.
It says verse 12. It says, now we have received, it's like 1 Corinthians 2 and 12. Now we have received, not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of the Most High.
God, the spirit of the world is what Dad just described.
Yeah.
That's a worldly spirit. Like niggas going to funerals and I ain't saying going to a funeral is a worldly spirit, but
Right.
just being all wrapped up into it, having that's all your energy, time, and reverence is going towards this funeral, not towards the Most High. And like you say, they rather sit with the body and as a vegetable than just to let it go to sleep. Let him or her go to sleep. Oh, that's Granny. She's not gonna just come and visit her every day. She's a vegetable.
Work on her. Doctor, do something. What the fuck did he do? Cut on her.
The doctor walk out there like, that motherfucker's through.
That motherfucker through.
Go ahead.
It says, but the spirit which is of the Most High, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of the Most High.
Yep, freely given, man. That's that gift. It was freely given, so now we gotta turn around and freely give it, pay it forward. We gotta keep, and paying it forward is how the Lord look at you paying it back. Giving it like the guy that walked up the camp. Like you keep giving it to our people, whether they here or for bear. You keep giving it to them.
And if I may, you got to fight to keep it.
You gotta fight to keep it.
Because Satan's job is he wants to knock that gift at your hand. He wants to make you lose that gift, so you got to fight to keep it. That's why it's called the good fight of faith. You got to fight to keep that gift, because faith is a gift.
That's right.
So the Satan's job is to try to make you lose that gift. By putting doubt in your mind. Trying to draw you back into the world. Whatever the case may be. So you got to fight to keep it as well.
You got a precept real quick. It says, Ephesians 2 and 8, for by grace ye are saved through faith. It says, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of Yahweh. So just the faith that we have and that we know Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is real, that we know that these breakdowns, we can line it up with actual current events that we're going through. That's faith. That we actually believe that we're of the nation of Israel. That's faith. You know, that all comes from the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and it was given to us freely.
Yeah.
It's a gift.
And what Paul say, if you're gonna glory in this.
That's right.
You know that you know the Lord.
And he was quoting Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're gonna glory that you know the Lord. Let the rich man glory in his riches. They got the riches. Let them glory in that. The mighty man, he's gonna glory in his might. You know, beautiful women are gonna glory in their beauty. But let us glory that we know the Lord. Not everybody can glory in that. You know.
Remember that scene? Remember that interview with Serena Williams' daddy, and he was interviewing Serena, and Serena's like, the white Esau was like, how do you know you're gonna be there? And her daddy said, hey man, hey. He said, look man, when you hear a little black child say that they're going, he said, you leave that alone, because she had confidence.
Yeah.
And her faith was know that she could be. And he was like, hey, we can't just keep doing, because Esau knew what he was doing. He was fucking with her confidence. And that's what they do. That's what they try to do with us. Like, look, man, we rest assured in this thing, man. We know for not a doubt who we are. You know what I'm saying? That's why Esau study got these motherfuckers, these other off-brand camp guys and saying, yeah, man, y'all see that shit with Mayweather?
Off-brand.
You see him motherfucker interview with Mayweather? Well, he wasn't an interview, but this nigga was saying, I'm standing with Israel.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah.
that nigga was
He was one like the cloak and shit.
Bro, that shit wicked as hell. But anyway,
They got that
yeah,
money.
but yeah, that nigga, you know, that nigga sold out.
They
But
got that money.
but we rest assured in the truth, man, that we know who we are, and that we know that the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is faithful and true. You know, you can't tap. Esau is bothered because he can't tap into that.
That's right.
He can't come with a. He tries, you know, to come with false doctrine through these other camps. He tries to come with that false doctrine, but it don't work, man.
Yeah.
You know. You got some more, son?
Yeah, I think this is the last one.
All right.
I'll just read it all the way through. It's like 3 more verses.
Oh, okay, good.
Verse 13. 1 Corinthians 2:13 says, which things also we speak, not in the words which man wisdom teacheth, but which the Rakakwadash teaches, compare spiritual things with spiritual things.
That's right. And that's how we speak. Man, we teach comparing spiritual things with the Lord and proofreading it, man, through research. Go ahead.
It says, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him.
Yeah, he looked at the Lord like, man, I got like the one dude from the Fugazi show. He said, it is if finding out who you are or what lineage you go back to is important for you in your life, then that's fine. But me, it's not going to bring me any health to my body. It's not going to bring me any wealth to my family. I don't want to know who I am. I don't care.
But yeah, but see that, and that's again, like the brother said, that's vain.
It's foolish.
Because the scriptures actually say that.
That's
They
actually
said what? Psalm says what? It be help to thy neighbor.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? See, because they can't get it. They can't get it, bro.
It said the wisdom leading unto a kingdom. What's going to come with the kingdom? Riches.
Bro.
There's only one way for us to follow, and that's Yahushua.
That's it. That's
so
it, bro.
You can't say for you
Hey.
that helps you, and then for
Yeah.
me this helps me.
Right.
That's more than one way.
Scripture says, "I make it." What?
I make it poor, I make it rich.
Well, no, he said, "I live. I make alive. I put it to."
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Samuel's. 2 Samuel. Well, not 1 Samuel.
1 Samuel 1.
Yeah.
Hannah's prayer.
John.
Neither can no man deliver from the grave.
No.
To bring it up from the dunghill.
Yeah.
I make it rich. I make it poor. Right?
No.
She
was
was
quoting
First Samuel 2.
Hold on.
She was quoting Deuteronomy when he said, I kill and I make alive.
Deuteronomy 2.
I wound and I heal.
Con, that's it.
And no man can deliver out of my hand.
The
Yes,
double-minded man is unstable in his ways.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
so
so, yeah.
everything he's saying is corrupt.
Yeah, everything.
Hey, the Lord told he said, he told the young rich ruler, he said, give all your riches and I'll give you the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
Pretty much, nigga, the riches, give up these riches, and I'm gonna give you even more riches. Incorruptible riches. Riches where you gonna have money when you ain't gotta have no problems.
Yeah, you know what? And then look at the kingdom. This kingdom, and everything these people sell out to, that's the same thing that he tried to do Yahushua. he took on that high pinnacle. He said, "All these I give to you." You know what I'm saying? Yahushua didn't bow down, but the world does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He showed them all these kingdoms, and the world bowed down to that, and the Lord didn't. He said, "Man," he said, "Lord was like," he quoted the scriptures. You know, these niggas that, man, they sold out. You know, because he owned the kingdom. Job 9:24. You know, so he got the kingdom. So you bow down to those riches and shit, like, man, you gotta check that.
You gonna bow down to something that's already promised to you.
Con.
Yeah, that
You
makes
got
no sense.
you got some more?
Yeah.
Because I was holding this for something else, but I'll go ahead and get it anyway. This is 1 John 3:18. He said, "My little children," he said, "let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth." He said, "And hereby we know that we are of the truth, and shall assure our hearts before Him." Basically, I think somebody had made a statement. I should have brought it out then, because I was just holding it. That's cool.
Con.
Go back to this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
read
kinda.
that 14.
Verse 14. It says, "But the natural man
Where
received."
you at?
1 Corinthians 2:14.
Con.
It says, "But the natural man received not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him.
Yep.
Neither can they know them because they are spiritually discerned."
They're
Mhm.
spiritually discerned, so they can't know whether they wanted to or not. You know, it has to be the Lord to give it to you. Like the guy, like the guy that got the podcast. He doesn't. It's foolishness unto him. Like the rest of these people look at us while we go to camp. They look at us like we crazy.
Yeah.
Like we batshit crazy.
Yeah.
You know, but they're intrigued. You know, it's like a dog perceiving that an earthquake coming. He's like, man, I don't know what's about to happen, but something about to happen.
Yeah.
You know, and these people looking at us like, man, I don't know what they doing, but whatever they doing, they out here every week.
Yeah.
You know,
Cold, rain,
it's spiritually
snow.
discerned. They ain't got the eyes to see because the Lord didn't give them that. He didn't gift them the eyes to see.
Yeah,
But
and the people that walk by, ride by and Jesus is lit, you know, because I used to say this a long time ago, people know exactly what we out there doing. Whether they just see us out there, they know what it is. It's a cut. That's why they walk by and say those derogatory terms, man, because they ain't doing nothing. I come to the crib today, Pops was watching David. Pops was watching David. I was like,
House of David.
no, just another version. Bro, it was lame as hell. Dude, I mean, it was an off-brand, but I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck you watching that for? You know what I'm saying? It's just our life cuts people, bro.
Yeah.
You know, whether you know it or not, bro, it cuts people.
Yeah.
You know?
It says, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "But he that is spiritually judged of all things, yea, he himself is judged of no man."
God, he that is spiritual is judge of all things. He himself is judging no man, because man can't judge which he that is spiritual, because it's gonna be the Yahushua that's gonna judge that man.
Right.
You know. Go ahead, bro.
That's why I was going to say, who is thou to justify? Who is thou to judge another man's servant?
Who's that to judge another man's servant?
We don't serve you, we serve the Lord. The Lord is going to be the one that's going to justify us or condemn us.
God.
Yeah, so instead of, like figuring out what's going on, they rather just wonder about it and be negative.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's false judgment, because that's what they do.
Yep.
You know, they call themselves, how y'all doing it? I noticed the dude that came, it could have been Jake. He might do it because a couple of brothers was using harsh language, and I was like, I seen him like kind of flinch. I was like, you don't understand. So you know what I'm saying? But it went over his head. Hey, we could receive it. You know.
Yep.
Harsh language is not bad words. You know, and the world thinks that. You know, but I just seen him kind of like double take, like, damn, he just said shit. You know, but
You know what to do from camp?
yeah, the dude that came to camp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And one more, it says, verse 16, it says, "For who have known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him?
Yeah.
But we have the mind of a Mashiach."
God, if you know the mind of Mashiach, then you know the mind of the Father, because
Mm-hmm.
he come in the same message, same vibration, you know, and committed all judgment to his Son, you know. Yeah, it's because it being in the truth, it's a mixture of all of these things, but all of these things are spiritually discerned, knowing when to have mercy or when to have confidence or when to abound or when to abase. All of these things are spiritually discerned that the natural man can never have. They ain't got the gift.
Yeah.
So it all goes back to that gift that the Lord has given. That basically, the the why. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
You read the end?
Yeah, you read.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, we have the mind of part, Mashiach.
Yep. That's the only way we can get the mind of the Lord is
Yeah.
by reading His words.
Yeah.
You know, and cross-referencing them and proving them.
And the spirit deal with you. Like I said, when you go off on something or do something, man, bro, spirit be doing, man, you know you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? What
Even
are
if you
doing?
didn't know, even if you didn't know, a brother come, he don't know nothing you doing. He'll just speak about a time,
Yeah.
and it'll be exactly what you would do.
Yeah.
He don't even know. He don't have no recollection of what you did, but he's speaking on exactly what you did.
You looking at the brother like, damn, do he know something?
He knows something. You know.
Well, tell your ass
Yeah,
the
we used
Lord.
to tell brothers, man, get out my head. You know, brothers
Yeah.
be on the same frequency, brainless.
Yep.
Yep.
You got something? Anybody got something? That was it. All right. With that, man, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect of Israel. Until next time, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Abide the ball.
Above the ball.
Chemotherapy 2026 soon.
Soon.
Soon as
Boom.
Soon. Boom.
Boy, did that boom, boom.
Soon and boom.